So today is a lesson in patience. Like yesterday, we did get a few sales here and there, but the ROAS dropped, right? Because the day before that, we had like a 3.3 kind of a ROAS. But yesterday it dropped to about 1.5 to 2. And the interesting part is it was actually much lower than that. So before I went to sleep, like we weren't getting any sales. In fact, I generally, when I wake up in the morning, I like to just, first thing I like to do is just check whatever sales notifications I got from Shopify. And it wasn't a rosy picture, right? And I opened up the campaign, the one campaign that had been working effectively for us for a long time now. That campaign had spent like $160 or something, or 160 was the total of 135 it had spent, but it was like above $100 and not gotten a single purchase. And it got me worried, right? But I was like, let's be patient with this. And suddenly, like, I just went back to sleep. It was like 5 a.m. in the morning, 7 a.m. I got up. And then after I got up and checked the stats, like after half an hour or so, we had gotten 3 purchases from that same campaign. So the ROAS from 0, it went to 1.5, right? Now, there are a few key takeaways from this. One is, of course, be patient, and you can't afford to lose a lot of money. So you have to be very strategic about what you need to be patient with. But there's also a lesson here about what to look for when you're getting sales. So what I discovered is one particular audience is basically outperforming for the past several days. So what I believe is happening is that a lot of people have caught on. In fact, I just searched for winter is coming, get outdoors, that stay warm outdoors, as that exact phrase inside Google again. I saw 2 new websites come up. So these are the ones that Google has cached and indexed so far. I can guarantee you there are plenty of others, and there are many more who have copied and changed the words there. So up to now, the guaranteed count from people who have copied from me, like guaranteed from me, are like 5 or 6 so far. 6, I think. That's guaranteed. That can actually visually see. But generally it is 3 to 4 times that, right? Google hasn't cached a lot of pages, plus a lot of pages just use different copy. A lot of product descriptions are written differently. They are a little bit more creative with their copy. So anyways, with that said, one audience was outperforming, because what I believe is that a lot of people have caught on to this product and they're targeting outdoor recreation and similar kind of audiences that I am. But I believe some of them are skipping one critical audience that is getting sales for me. So I'll tell you guys all about it today. All right, you guys, it's time to manage the ads, and today is 19th of November, and it's actually 10:34 a.m. in my time. But what I want to do is just get a quick head start on managing today's ads. I've got some other work pending on my other businesses right now, so I'll just schedule the ads and everything else for 12 a.m. So let's have a look here. So as I told you guys, like 1.64 is the overall ROAS today, but this particular campaign that's spending like $10, this ad set inside, this is just one ad set inside this, that has gotten us one sale. The $40 one that we had created yesterday, this has gotten us one sale. ROAS is not that strong, but I'm going to just reduce the budget to like 30 or so and let it run. Yesterday, this did not get us a sale, this particular ad set, but it has been for the past 3 days. So I'm going to give this another day. If it doesn't perform, then you're going down the dustbin, bro. So now let's look at, I actually closed down the ATC one also, like the add to cart LLA, because they were not really performing well. So now let's just move on to the heating jacket new US one. So this is the main campaign that we're running. So as you see, like the golf audience yesterday got us 1, 2 and 3 purchases. So for some reason, the golf audience is actually working well for us. So is snowboarding. In order to get a real perspective, what we need to do is let's look at 15th through to 19th. That is 5 days worth of data. So what we're going to see here is this golf this ad set here that spent like $30 a day. So this has not really performed well for us at all. Like this is 1.82 ROAS. Its cost per purchase like $52.93. So it doesn't make any sense to run this one. So I'm going to close this particular ad set here. Let's move on to some other things. So this particular ad set here, the US for $50 budget $50. So this has been running for a while now, right? So look at the data for like 17th, 18th and 19th. So for 17, 18, 19, you see here the cost per purchase is getting way higher for this particular ad set. Even though the ROAS is 1.53, again it's dropping. Even today it didn't get us a sale. Yesterday, yes, let me just check what happened yesterday. Yesterday it got us one sale, but overall it's pretty sad that this is not working. So let's just go back to that same view, 17, 18, 19th. So I'm just going to close this particular ad set. It's not really performing well for us, so this one has to go. So I'm going to be very strict with the ad sets moving forward, because it's time to just stick to the ones that are actually like super performing for us. So this one, cost per purchase is again super high, 48.37, just one purchase in the past 3 days. So this one also has to go. So now we are left with a few select ad sets here, and these are the snowboarding ones and the golf ones. So these are our two audiences that has been working for us for a while. So if you look at the entire lifetime stats, basically this month, so you'll see here the snowboarding ones have been consistent. So as the golf one golf ad set did not do well. Two actually, these two golf ad sets did not do well, but this particular snowboarding one did really well. So snowboarding and golf also, let me just sort by website purchases just to show you guys here. All right, so golf, snowboarding, golf, right? So golf and snowboarding are our two primary audiences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like manual ad sets, and I'm going to create them both on like golf and snowboarding. So in order to do that, I'm just going to take one of these manual ad sets, like the $55 one. Let me just duplicate this one. I'm to do that in a new campaign. So I'm going to call this heating jacket US golf 1, right? So this is going to be, and we're going to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ad sets for this. And I'm going to try all sorts of manual bids for this right now. It's basically like a test that I want to do for this particular ad set. So the budget is going to be $10, of course. It's going to start off at 20 a.m., 12 a.m. All right, so everything else stays the same. So the ad set is outdoor recreation and engage shoppers and golf. So now I'm going to scroll down and to give all of these different kind of a bid. So we've already done 55, 60, and I'm going to start off with, let's say 35, right? 35, 40, 45. We haven't done 50 yet, 50, and then we have done 55, we have done 60. So, and we have also done 65. So I'm going to just do 70 right now, right? So now let's just give these nice little headings here. The titles need to be familiar. So let's give these all a title: 35, 40, 45, 50, and 70, right? So that's pretty much it, safe to draft. And now that we have created all these 5 ad sets, it's just basically time to publish these. So I'm going to now do the same thing for the snowboarding one. And then I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to create lookalike audiences based off of purchases. Now, the interesting thing is, according to Facebook, we have crossed over 100 purchases. Actually, we've done a little bit more than that. Let me look at lifetime stats. Also 102 purchases according to Facebook. But we have actually done like, I believe 110 or so, like a little bit more than what Facebook shows here. But anyways, so what I want to do is I want to actually scale up based off of lookalikes. Now the plan is this, I want purchase lookalikes to keep getting stronger. So for that, I need more purchases. And these ad sets, like the heating jacket, the ones that we're running, the targeting based ad sets, these are going to get us a lot of purchases, which makes the lookalike audiences even stronger, right? So now I'm going to go inside here, and I'm going to duplicate the snowboarding one again in a new campaign. Heating jacket US snowboarding 1, right? And this is also going to be 5 ad sets here. Let's do it. All right, ES manual. Let me just remove copy from all of these. And again, we are going to do 35, 40, 45, 50, and 70, right? So let me save to draft here. They are also going to start off on 20th at 12 a.m. They all have a budget of $10, and this audience is outdoor recreation and engaged shoppers and snowboarding. So everything else stays the same. Let me just view and edit here. Lowest cost with bid cap, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 70. 35, 40, 45, 50, and 70. There you go, save to draft, and that's pretty much it. So we can launch this new campaign with 5 new ad sets. So now we've actually increased our spend by $100, but we've also closed down several ad sets that haven't really performed for us in the past like 2-3 days. So I'm being strict with closing down ad sets that are not performing, and I'm going to be just trying to scale all the audiences that are performing for us. So now I'm going to show you guys like the heating jacket. So I'm in the audiences section here. I've already created this audience which is heated jacket buyers. Let me show you guys how it was built. Like it's Common Panda Pixel. People visit a specific web page is 180 days. URL contains heated and Common Panda Pixel purchase in past 180 days. So basically heated jacket buyers in the past 180 days. So now I'm basically going to create lookalikes based off of this heated jacket buyers, right? So the location is of course going to be United States, and I'm going to do 0 to 1, right? Again, create a lookalike United States. This is going to be 0 to 2, and again create a lookalike United States, and this is going to be 0 to 5. So we're going to create 0 to 3, 0 to 4, and all these others once we have validated like the purchase audiences are working. So now I'm going to go inside the ads manager, going to go to campaigns. I'm going to duplicate one of the LLA VC1. So duplicate one of these, or the $10 one, in a new campaign. It's going to be called Heating Jacket US LLA Buyers, right? 1. All right, so this is it. I'm going to create 3 ad sets, duplicate. All right, so now that these are done, we can actually view and edit. Let's give these interesting names: 0 to 1%, 0 to 2%, and 0 to 5%. Let's call this buyers. Copy this, paste, paste. All right, save to draft. All of them will have a $10 budget. They'll start off on 20th, 12 a.m. right? Lookalikes. Now this is going to change, of course, for each particular ad set. So let me just change it right now. Heated. All right, so heated jacket buyers 0 to 1%. Let's just keep it for one of these. So remove visitors from here. Everything else stays the same, right? So that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to edit 0 to 2%. It's got 0 to 2% written here. Heated jacket buyers 0 to 2%. Going to remove 0 to 1% from here. That's it for this one. And then 0 to 5% finally. Everything else stays the same. Heated jacket 0 to 5%. 0 to 1% has to go. And that's pretty much it. So now we can actually select all of these. One campaign, ad sets 3, ads 3, publish. There you go. So now we have created we have created 3 new campaigns today. One targeting like snowboarders, manual bidding, another targeting golf, manual bidding, another targeting like the lookalike buyers. We have done 100 purchases. It won't be that strong an audience, but worth a test to see if it results in a few purchases, if you can actually start scaling lookalikes right now. Because ideally what's recommended is to get like 300 purchases on your lookalikes. But because this is like a high ticket product, basically like it's mid ticket product, but like if somebody buys a bundle, it becomes like a high ticket product. So what's happening here is, in order to get like, let's say our average cost, average order value is like 80 to 90 bucks here. So in order to get like 300 purchases, we'll have to get like sales worth like $27,000 or some insane amount, right? So it'll be interesting to see like what these buyers do. So yeah, I'll let you guys know tomorrow, I guess. Bye bye.